Ever since I made the specific change in my AI agency, I've been able to see much better results, almost 10x results. And that change is creating an actual offer because offering AI calling or AI chatbots or streamlining your business's operations, that is a service that is not a no-brainer offer that people want to buy. So I compiled a masterclass for you guys today, 7 steps on how to create an AI agency offer that actually sells. So in 2025, you can hit your goals for your AI agency. I'm telling you, if you do not have an offer and you just have a service, they're two different things. It'll be much harder to scale your business. Trust me, I wasted over 1 year of my life figuring all this stuff out, and I put it all in this document, in this masterclass for you guys to just take it and run with it because I don't want you to make the same mistakes that I did. But if you do not stick till the end and watch all 7 steps, it will not work. It will not make sense. So put it in 2x speed if you have to. Do what you have to do, but make sure you watch till the end because all of these steps are extremely crucial to crafting an AI agency offer that will actually sell. All right, this stuff works really well. And ever since I made this change, as you can see right here, I've been able to sell the same offer very consistently every single week to clients in different niches. And not only does the offer sell, but the offer works and it gets results. Like people that go through the program and the offer that we're selling get insane results. And I've also spoke with some of the handful of the biggest people in the world. You can see this video right here is me talking to the likes of Dave, Salman, Liam, Bo, Brock, Emil, and the OmniFusion guys, Giannis. I mean, we're all talking about creating offers and stuff that works. So I'm telling you, offers work, guys. These offers work. And again, I'm going to go through these 7 steps on how to create a working offer right now. So the first thing is, I see this all the time, and I work with a lot of AI agency owners myself, and a lot of people, their offer is this: we will automate your business, saving you time and increasing profits. All right, no duh. I mean, what else would you be doing? All right, now that's where I started as well. So don't feel like silly or anything like that. I started in the exact same position before I knew how to create an offer. All right, now that is not an offer. An offer is this. This is our offer or an adaptation of what we sell. We will build you an AI YouTube system that adds 10 to 30 sales calls to your calendar in 90 days, or we will work for free until you do. All right, when you read this, as someone that wants to buy from us, you know exactly what you're getting, 10 to 30 sales calls. You know the timeline, 90 days. You know the guarantee, or you will literally get this until you get it. Like, we will work for free until you get it. And they know the mechanism. They're going to be using AI somehow and YouTube somehow. All right. So this is a much clearer picture to your target audience of what they're going to get than, hey, we'll come in and we'll save you time and increase profits. All right. Our offer does the same thing. We're saving you time because we have AI in our YouTube system and our team that helps you. And we're increasing your profits because we're booking you sales calls. But it's in a much more laid out offer style, layout. All right. You have to have this, right? Because offering this stuff, there's not enough clarity, right? If you're doing cold outreach with this stuff, or you're making YouTube videos about this stuff and you're not seeing any results, is because people don't know what you're talking about. They literally just don't know what you're talking about. All right. So you have to have an offer, and that's an example of an offer. And again, I'm going to go through how this all works and the next 6 steps on how to actually create an offer just like this for yourself. All right. Now, an offer, to actually have an offer, you need data. You actually have to sell a good service. You need a niche. The service has to be 80% productized. That's ideal. It doesn't have to be, but you should get it to that goal where everything is productized, so it's much more scalable. And then you need previous clients. All right. Or you should have previous clients. I'm going to show you how you can sort of get around that if you're just starting, brand new, because a lot of you guys are. All right. So again, right here, if you're trying to start from brand new, so if you're a complete beginner, totally cool. Everyone starts from zero. But work with 5 companies, niche down based on the results you get, the environment, the enjoyment, the TAM, and the budget. I'm going to go through that in a second. And then create an offer in that niche. All right. So first of all, if you're starting from brand new, your brand spanking new to the space, first of all, welcome. It's an amazing space to be in. But what you have to do here is pick 5 businesses and work for free. Work for free, work for little money, do what you got to do, but work with 5 companies in relatively different niches and places on the earth. All right. Just try to work with anyone you can. Anyone that will give you money, take the money and work with them. All right. Now, after you do that, you have to niche down based on the results you get for these 5 companies. Like, which one did actually the best for you? Like, were you able to get more output for this company rather than this company? Like, where did you actually perform the best for these companies? Enjoyment. Do you actually like working with these people? I'm telling you, you don't want to scale a business in a vertical that you don't like working with. It's going to be a pain in the ass, and no money in the world will fix the pain in the ass that you'll sort of see. All right. Next is the total addressable market and the budget of that market. All right. So let's say you worked with 5 companies and you got great results and you really enjoyed working with people in the carrot farmer industry. All right. That's great. But how many carrot farmers need your service, right? There's not a lot of people out there like that. So make sure there's a lot of people to actually sell to in their vertical. And then obviously those people have budget, like they're not broke and they can actually pay you to do what you want to do. And then once you have that niche, or maybe a handful of niches, create an offer in that niche, right? Again, I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Or if you're just starting, like from scratch, just pick an offer and stick to it. And if you do this, you have to do it with niches that you're familiar with. So if you don't want to do this, you don't want to get 5 companies and then filter out who you like working with and the results you got and all that stuff. All right, I totally get that. Pick an offer in a niche you're familiar with and you're confident in serving, and just stick with that offer from day one. Much more risky because that offer might not work as well as you might think it is. That's why we do, our due diligence and our testing up here. But if you say you're in dental school and you dropped out to do the AI agency, just stick with dentists because you know them best, and then rock from there, right? And again, I'm going to show you how to create the offer right now, right? So why create an offer? One, it's scalable. This is huge. I've done the custom work before, guys. It is absolutely killer. I've done the $8,000 project, $10,000 projects before. Money's awesome, but it's killer to manage because you're starting from zero. You're working with a different person, working in a different niche, working with different softwares, talking to different people, going to different businesses, right? It can be scaled 100%. If you do like 10 big projects a year at 10 grand, you're making 100 grand a year. That's awesome. You could definitely choose that route, but it kills you over time. At least that's what I experienced. All right. The offer is much more scalable. All right. Productized fulfillment as well. When we have an offer, essentially we're doing 80% of the same work every single time, and that 20% is customized per customer. I'll go into that in a second. Niche domination and specialization. We want to be the authority in a single vertical. For us, we want to be the AI YouTube guys. We want to be able to help any single business in the world scale with YouTube and use AI to do so. All right, that is the niche and the specialization we are focused on. All right, I highly recommend you do that because we'd rather be very focused on one thing than like a jack of all trades that's really not a master of any. All right, finally, stick to what you know and enjoy, and then data. So a really good thing about creating an offer is that you have so much data on a specific vertical. So for us, we have hundreds of videos that we've posted across YouTube for a bunch of different verticals, and we have data on what's working. Data only we know. All right, so our data is very special because in the age of AI, data is everything. So we could train our models on data we only have access to, and they will be the best models because we actually have the data on what's working. All right, that's why you create an offer, because when you're specialized, you could collect data and you could do a bunch of different things. All right, that is why we actually create an offer. Now, step number 2 of creating an offer is sell to people that have money, that want more money. And then you get a profit of that, or a portion of that, I should say. So get rich by making other people richer. All right. So we have collected $100,000 for our partners in 4 months. That's directly attributable to us, meaning we came in and we actually provided $100,000 in cash collected for our partners in 4 months. All right. That is directly attributable to us, meaning the people that our clients signed came from YouTube, which is our service. All right. Now, when we do that, we're essentially saying the ROI is so clear. You paid us X amount up for our service, and we just gave you this amount of money back. That is a win for you. That's a win for us. All right. That is what it has to be. So the offers that sell in 2025 and really forever are any lead gen offers, and you get rich by making people richer, right? It's probably the best business model in the world because everyone wants to get richer. You just help them get richer, and then you make money when they do so. It's a win-win literally for everyone. All right. So you have to have offers like this. All right. Lead generation offers, time-saving offers that directly save time or money. And this is a supreme tracking on time save. What I mean by this is the time-saving offers like streamlining business operations or onboarding operations and automations, like that is good, that works, that is valuable. But if you can't track the direct ROI you are getting from your service that you're providing, it is very hard to scale that. Right? For example, for us, we could directly attribute $100,000 in cash to our services. Right? That is very, very powerful. If you're doing a time-saving service, you have to be able to track exactly before the business had you and then after the business has you, how much time did they save, times that by what they're making an hour, what they're charging an hour, and then you get like how much money you save them. That has to be the goal, right? You have to have a tangible solution, or it's tangible end result, I should say, that people are getting after they work with you. Otherwise, it's all fugazi. It's in the air. It's like, hey, we'll save you time, but well, what does that mean? Hey, our AI caller will save you time so you don't have to dial, but what is the result? We don't want save time. We want $100,000 in save time, or $10,000 a month in save time, or replacing this person's salary in save time. All right, so you have to be very specific with the ROI that your person is getting. All right, so the offers that I should sell, or you should sell, are lead gen and then time-saving offers if you could track them. All right, people buy quantifiable results. Sort of what I was yapping about at a second, because like this is very important. I was yapping at you because it's important. People buy quantifiable results. All right, so you have to be able to track results clearly, and then it just makes the marketing easier. It makes selling easier because you can say, hey, I will literally get you 30 sales calls, like guaranteed, like it's quantifiable. All right, so everything just works better when you sell stuff that makes other people money and that happens to be trackable. All right, so that is point number 2. Those are offers that sell now and forever, is get rich by making people richer. Point number 3 is sell offers that the right TAM will buy. The TAM is the total addressable market. So let's say I'm selling to ads agencies. We would just work with an ad agency. There's probably, I don't know, 10,000, 100,000 ad agencies in the world. That is my TAM. That is my total addressable market. All right. Now you have to make sure that you have a large TAM. So again, going back to our example, if you're working with carrot farmers, there's not many carrot farmers that need AI solutions out there. Right? Maybe like 50 or 1,000 or 2,000 across the world. There's not that many. So make sure you have a large total addressable market. Right. The TAM also has their budget. So like here in the US, working with realtors is very hard because most of them don't make any money, like a lot of money, don't make much money. So that would be a TAM that has a low budget. You want to avoid that. You have experience in this market. This is ideal. The reason we switched to an AI marketing, AI YouTube offer is because I've been crushing it on YouTube for a long time now. So I'm selling something that I have experience in. I'm selling something I know. And again, if you don't know anything, I guarantee you do, but go with something you are remotely familiar with or interested in if you're just starting from brand new. All right, but you have to have experience in the market that you're selling to. Ideally, the TAM sells high ticket. So again, it's also easy to make money for your target audience and make a lot of it when they're selling something high ticket. So we just worked with an AI agency owner that's selling like 10,000 to 20,000 plus AI calling packages, right? So we signed him like 2 deals and he made like 25 grand in 2 months because he sold it high ticket. So we sort of benefit from that. All right. So if the people you are helping sell high ticket, that is a good thing because you only have to get them a few sales through the door for them to actually see a lot of growth. All right. That would be like working with a real estate company. If you get them like 5 more houses a month, that's like a lot of money for them on their end in terms of commission and stuff like that. All right, TAM is correlated with your offer. Again, so like make sure there's alignment in what you're doing. Can't tell you how many people like outreach to me to edit my videos and stuff, and they go on their profile and they have no video edits, they have no profile, they have nothing. Like, why would I buy from someone that doesn't actually preach what they're talking about? Same goes with people that are trying to set up my school community or people that DM me about YouTube services. So it's like, hey, you want to help me with my YouTube channel, but you don't have one, right? It's just that the correlation is not there. So make sure you're selling something that you're actually actively doing. All right, finally, the TAM has a future. I'm going to go into this in a second because this is pretty scary here, guys. Like this one, I think a lot of people are going to get wrecked on, and I don't want you to make the same mistake. All right, so point number 4 is the total addressable market, or the TAM, has a future. So in the past, if you were selling to the horse and buggy industry, the typewriting industry, or even travel agents now, you are cooked. The whole industry would be cooked, right? Because when Henry Ford started cranking out those cars, those Ford cars, the horse and buggy industry got destroyed. When Steve Jobs, or it was probably before this, whoever started creating, computer and digitalized typewriting, which is computers, cooked, done, right? Not only was the typewriter industry done, the people marketing in the typewriter industry was done, the manufacturers in the industry were done, like the whole industry changed, all right? And then travel agents, as of recently, like no one really goes into travel agents anymore. I just booked a whole trip. I'm actually going to see those guys again, those AI agency guys again, and I didn't go to a travel agent. I just went to Expedia, or I just went to this website or whatever. You don't need travel agents. So if you're marketing to travel agents, like you're running an SMA offer like 20 years ago or 10 years ago, like, hey, we will get your travel agency more booked appointments. Well, they don't need book appointments because they don't exist. All right. So that is number 4. The total addressable market has to have a future. All right. Make sure you're selling to a TAM that will exist in 20 to 50 years. We're selling personal branding, which AI will not replace. So that's one of the reasons that we picked this YouTube stuff. No matter what vertical or what you're selling or what you're doing, you need a personal brand. It's one of the only things I think will give you an edge in the future. That's why we're pushing YouTube so hard. I highly recommend you to actually check out our either free community or free roadmap call and get started with content with YouTube. Because if you're not doing it, you're going to be massively behind in 2025. But we're selling personal brand, which AI will not replace. And I took this into account when creating my offer because we're trying to sell stuff that will be here in 10 to 20 to 50 years. All right. Sell to people that will be here in 20 to 50 years. Right. This one is very, very important. Please do not sell to an industry that is going to die. All right. Number 5, make sure your AI offer is AI proof. Funny enough, this stuff actually happens. So optimize for an offer and service that cannot be replaced by AI. For example, I don't know if this is going to happen. This might scare you. If you're doing a cold outreach offer, like, hey, we will set up your AI cold email system that will get you 10 or 30 calls a month. All right, cool. That probably works. What if in the future, in the very near future, in the next 3 months, 6 months, AGI comes out or something crazy comes out, AI agents come out. There's now an AI agent that in a click of a button can do the exact same thing that your offer could do. That is scary. The reason, again, we picked YouTube is because people have to physically film. Like the AI faceless stuff that you see with short form, it doesn't work for YouTube quite yet. That's why I feel pretty protected against AI. But if you're doing some of these other offers and the AI agent can come in and swoop and just do that offer for you, no one's going to go with your service. Everyone's going to go with the AI agent, right? Maybe people go with your service if you have a personal brand, which again plays into what we sell. But that is sort of my take on that. If you have a service that is replaceable by AI, please change it and change it now. All right. So if your service can be replaced by an AI agent, a single AI workflow, a make.com automation, or a SaaS platform, again, just be aware of that because if you're selling something, you're putting all this effort into creating an offer and doing the marketing, doing the ads, doing the content, and then the AI agent just comes in and swoops in, I would feel terrible. But I did warn you, like this stuff will happen in the future. It might happen to our offer. You don't know how far this stuff will go, but just something to keep in mind as much as possible. All right. One AI workflow can dominate the vertical. And this is sort of the 2 options that you have. So 1, you either build and sell that one AI workflow. That's option number 1, but you have to beat like the thousands of people that are competing. So the chances that you could do this are slim, I would say, like very, very small, because there's going to be one person that has the best AI agent that dominates one vertical. And all those people have to compete for that one single AI agent, if that makes sense. Or be aware of this and build an AI-proof AI offer, which I highly recommend that you do, because again, this stuff will be very hard. Now you could do it, but just want you to be aware there's two options here. Do what's best for you. All right. Now, AI cannot easily replace talents and teams. AI systems trains on custom data. Again, why we create offers, you get data that no one else has. When you have data that no one else has, you have AI agents and AI workflows that no one else can build. All right. Creative work, also sort of branding and stuff. A lot of people, it's hard to capture a brand image with AI. It's possible, but it's more hard on the difficult side. And then just insanely good systems. So again, if your cold outreach system or cold email system is much better than the AI agent, then you're good. So if you're just insanely good at what you do, which hopefully you are, you're cool. You're good. All right, so do this stuff right here. And it sort of plays into the next point, which is point number 6. Make sure you save for point number 7. It's one of the most important ones. Point number 7 is make offers that make you untouchable, right? How many people could replicate exactly what you're doing? You have to be asking yourself this at all times. I'm actually going to give this a star here because this is super important. I want you to sit with this. How many people can replicate exactly what you're doing? Hopefully, it's not a lot, because the more people that can replicate what you're doing, the more competition you have, the less you could charge, the more commoditization comes in. There's a lot of negative stuff that happens. So you have to make sure that you cannot be replaced by other people, right? Because that's what happened to SMMA. Everyone could sort of more or less do SMMA now. There are people that are much better, which is great. There'll always be the 1% that survives. Awesome. But the rest of the people are fighting over profits and small gains here and there because everyone can start doing the same thing. All right. So how to make an offer that cannot be replaced? Again, sort of went over this already. Advanced technology, so AI workflows and stuff that is just really, really good. You own the talent and systems. I'm going to come back to this one because I think it's the best one. Data, again, sort of talked about data. If you have data that no one else has, you have AI systems that no one else can build, right? And then branding and attention, which is also insanely important. I would say this is number 1 in importance because personal brand's not going anywhere. People will always relate to you, the human being, and buy from you just because of who you are. That's number 1. And then number 2 is this. So talent and systems. The one thing that AI, in my opinion, cannot replace is really good talent and systems. All right. So you have to start gatekeeping your systems and your talent. All right. And be very careful who you're telling what you do behind the scenes, because that is your edge now. Like your team is your edge now. The systems you have in place that are custom, that is your edge now. All right. You can't be telling people this stuff and showing them, because if they take your systems, they took your edge, they can replicate your business. There's SaaS markets or SaaS models, SaaS platforms on the market that I could very easily replicate and just work backwards from. All right. It's very easy to do that with platforms like Lovable and Bolt and all these things. You could take a SaaS and work backward and have a working competitor for that SaaS product in like a month or 6 months, right? Which is pretty crazy. So you have to protect your IP, your intellectual property, and own the talent and systems, all right? And then obviously the one way you could beat like the commoditization stuff, even if people were to steal your talent and your systems, is just have better branding and attention, all right? There's thousands of people in the YouTube space, like sort of helping other YouTubers grow, which is sort of the space that I'm in. I come at it with a different angle, AI and YouTube, and I have insane branding and attention because I actually practice what I preach. If you go to my channel, you'll see client interviews, you'll see all this stuff. You'll see me chilling with some of the biggest AI agency owners in the world. This all comes from branding. This all comes from, attention. All right. So these are very, very important. Now, number 7, I really like this one, is make a leveraged offer. Right? Make a leveraged offer. So ideally, you could apply leverage to your offer in the following ways: code leverage, media leverage, and talent and time leverage. All right. Code leverage would be implying AI or automation. Media would be applying YouTube or content. Now, talent would just be buying other people's time. Same with this one as well. Right? This is stuff you have to be optimizing for because leverage is everything. The more leverage you are, the better you can get. And essentially, you want to think about leverage as the input you get can multiply the output. For every one input, you can get more output. All right. So if you do the same work and I do the same work, I will get more output. I am more leveraged than you are. Right? That is how it works. A really good example of this would be in our offer, right? So the people that work with us one-on-one, they get a whole AI YouTube dashboard and they get to repurpose content with every single YouTube video they post. So if you're just posting a YouTube video, you get just a YouTube video. You get one piece of content. Our clients get 5 pieces of content. They get a YouTube video, a newsletter, a tweet, a short form script, and a LinkedIn post. All right, so that is the leverage. They're doing the same amount of work. They're creating the same video, but they're getting more output per input. All right, so leverage is very, very important. And we do this in our service every single day. We apply code, AI, and media, YouTube, leverage every single day. All right, now this can only happen when you have an offer. So you can't have a leverage offer if you don't have an offer. You need a service niche. You need a service or a niche. The service has to be productized. The productization of a service is very easy. Once you do the same service like a bunch of times in the same vertical, it's very easy to go ahead and productize that service. I'll have a whole nother video on that if you want it. I'll show you how to map out a service, productize that service, and make it scalable. Just comment productize down below. I can help you out with that. And then you have to charge high ticket for the offer. All right. Again, make money by making more people money. So to be leveraged, you have to charge high ticket because you need to have money up front and cash up front to build the tech and build the media and build the talent and the team and all that stuff. All right. So that's the only way you can be leveraged is if you have an offer, your offer is in a niche, you serve like a specific service or a specific niche. The niche is, or the service, is productized, and then you're selling high ticket to collect a lot of cash up front and then invest back into the service that you're selling and the niche that you're targeting. All right, so that is the 7 steps to actually sell an offer, and none of this matters if you cannot market your offer. All right, so I have 2 very important things for you. One is a very free call. This is not a sales call at all. This is a free call, right? This is not a sales call. This is a free call with me. I'll show you how to sign your next few clients through YouTube and AI, completely custom to you, custom strategy, or join our free school community. Again, there's so much value in here, guys. For completely free, people are actually winning with just the free modules that are in here. And I'm happy to help you sort of kickstart your journey in 2025 using YouTube and AI to scale your AI automation agency. And if you like this video, I have dozens of other trainings just like this. I'm sure you'll find value in them. The best one will pop up right here about how we actually use this to collect $100,000 for our clients. If you have any questions, let me know down below. Let me know what you want to see next. Again, watch this video and I'll talk to you in the next video. Take care.